Hello, my name is Jennifer and welcome to part 28 of my look at jungle adventures. And if you are returning, welcome back. And in this part, we're going to try and do the last relic that we haven't explored yet. And that is the Totakalama death relic. And I figured we can do that while we're at home looking after the new twins and see how that works. And I'm going to have Chloe do it because she needs to activate some relics, so I figured why not have her be the one to do it. And Levi is got a dirty diaper, so he's crying, but everybody else is kind of busy, so I thought I would have Chloe do it. And he's still crying, so maybe... Okay, she changed the diaper. There was a little bit of a delay there on responding on that. And I had Mason. Oh, I didn't realize she hadn't. I didn't remember that she hadn't maxed her parenting skill, but she now has, so that's good. And yeah, I have Mason taking Cody for a walk or jog, I should say. And since Kaden is quite upset about he was very upset. He was very angry about the new siblings. So I thought I would have him write in a journal, which I bought him one because I couldn't find his journal. And they still all have the boost from when Jasmine Holiday was here. So Chloe, what you doing? You're dancing. No, you don't need to dance. What we're going to do now is we're going to... Oh, you have to put it in your inventory too. Interesting. Put it in your inventory. Which I know I could drag it too. We'll have her put it in her inventory and see that. So now it's in her inventory and she's got lots of dirty clothes in her inventory, and Kaden is about to go to school. So here it is, the Totakalama death relic, and I have already added a crystal to it, and I'm quite sure I put a rare crystal in it. So I'm going to activate it. So you can only activate it, you can't activate it on somebody. But I don't think we could activate it when you had a curse or a blessing on yourself. So there we go. There's that relic. Let's see. And then let's see what I have heard. We're supposed to get a skeleton servant come when you do that. And there's the little things. She's been blessed with a skeletal assistant. This charming character will bring a bit of cheer to the household while helping out with the more mundane chores. So we can see what they help with. And if you have a rare crystal in it, then my understanding is they're not supposed to get tense from having the skeleton around, is how it is supposed to work. And Kaden still has to make two more friends. He has to be friends with 3 other children for his social butterfly aspiration. He has actually completed all the rest. Yes, he has indeed. And of course he has to work on some of his his character values, not emotional control. So there's a skeleton. I thought you had to go to... Oh, it's not school time yet. I had a notification that school was coming, so I thought maybe it was already here. Oh, he is sort of making a sort of... like he was startled. So he still has a blessing of personal son, and he's eating Coranto. And okay, I guess maybe there's not much to be done. Maybe that's why you're not doing very much. Because we do have we have a butler here? I can't remember. No, we don't have a butler here. I'm getting mixed up with another Let's Play where I have the same house, but they haven't really been here very much to really need a butler. So I haven't really had to focus on making sure someone's here to look after the garden on the weekends and all that stuff. And it's the middle of the week, so we don't need a butler at all anyways for that reason. So I'm just curious, where is he? He's working on his books, but you know what? He has to go to work very soon. So let's just check his needs. He's a little bit hungry, but we can get around that really easily by rallying the troops. Oh, and I see we have a baby who has a dirty diaper. Now, will the skeleton come and look after the baby? I don't think that's what their purpose is. I think they're supposed to be more like a maid and not like a nanny, from what my understanding is. I'll have to call the skeleton the assistant to come when they're toddlers to see whether the toddlers can interact with the skeleton too. But right now they're still babies, so it's that's not going to be a thing yet. So he is got a little bit Didn't really boost his hunger very much for rallying the troops, I have to say, at all. And there, so what is, he's playing, he's just doing the usual skeleton things. I can't say he's doing very much. Maybe we should go introduce ourselves to him. See, can we? Why don't we do a cheerful introduction? I kind of expect that we won't become friends with him any more than we can, you know, we don't become friends with the ones in the temple, but we'll find out whether or not that's true or not. Did we do our introduction, or are we still working on it? Yeah, no. We did, yes, but it isn't, you don't become friends with them. So he's clumsy, a genius, and a creative. I don't tend to put those traits together very often, I have to say, because I found that when you get like the whim to share brilliant ideas, I don't know, but you know, it's such a long time ago that I've used those two that perhaps things have changed and it actually works. Oh, good, Mason, you're coming to check on a little baby. I don't know which one you're checking on. It doesn't actually tell me, and I don't think they need to be bounced. I think they need to be fed. Well, they're both coming. But I think they're probably both coming to do the wrong things. Can't imagine they need to be bounced. Joel, why don't you feed? Here. Why don't we bottle feed? And Mason, why don't you bottle feed? Because I think the babies are hungry. Do you not have to go to work? Or did I put you on you're on family leave. Oh, you don't have to go to work. You got the day off, so you don't need to do really anything other than just, I guess you could do some writing then. Why don't you give the babies a cuddle, each of them? The twins, I was really only wanting one, and we got two. Oh, don't bother disturbing Holden there. He's tired. So here we go, this royalty mystical blessing, and he got some money. I don't really know what that is. Let me know if you know what that is, if you've seen that. I probably should look it up or something and see what I see about it, because I haven't really done that. Oh, we need some food here. Fill that. Cody may need some food. So we're going to have him resume writing a book that he was already working on. And I'm really like, is he doing very much? I guess we have a maid. There really probably isn't very much for a skeleton to do. I guess the time to really have a skeleton come is on the weekend when we don't have a maid coming to look after things, because we don't really need an awful lot of things. So we're going to wash the laundry. And so that's... Is he actually washing it now? Now we can watch it, and that's all we can do. We can't do anything else. Why don't we give Cody some attention? Why don't we... I want to play with them, because I find that playing with them makes them... We can brush him. Makes the Sims playful. And I don't really like that, because, you know, as I say many times, I don't really like... So, like the... I was looking here, because they can die from being too playful. So we got new baby... So let's see whether she can do another relic. One, of course, that we've already done before, but we've seen all the curses, and I guess the benefit of the curses is that they get, you know, something afterwards. So it's a common crystal, but I don't think you can do anything. You can't take the crystals out and like replace it with a new crystal. You'd have to add a different level of a crystal to it. So maybe that's what we should try in this part. So I'm going to look through her inventory and figure out what one I'm going to do, and then I'll be back. So I found some Watcher bases, and I'm going to fuse it with the Zazatotal relic. Let's go find her so we can watch her doing that. And then I'm going to add a uncommon crystal to it, because I think when we did it last time, we did it with a common crystal. So we will see the graduated effect, possibly, of what it looks like. And we're going to have her do it on herself, and then she's going to have to, like... try and look after that. So she's got that done. Now, does she have any uncommon? Well, we'll find out by finding it in her inventory. So it's worth 212 simoleons as it is without a crystal. And she only has common crystals. So I need to get a uncommon crystal from elsewhere. Are there any that's uncommon? But does perhaps Joel have an uncommon crystal in his inventory right off the bat? I think that's an antidote in case we need it. I got 1 or 2 spare, perhaps another one in someone else's inventory. Maybe actually Chloe has it. I have to look. We probably need to sell some of these extra like duplicates that we have, because the ones that we, the other ones are already on the various display cases. So this one is rare, and I wasn't really wanting to do rare. I was kind of wanting to do uncommon. I thought that was enough. So that's common. And I'm still looking. I quite likely could have missed it. So, but before let me check Mason's inventory. So I'm going to check Mason's inventory, and if we don't have it, I will like make sure that we have an uncommon one, and I'll be back once I've got that sorted. Well, I found an uncommon in Mason's inventory, so I didn't need to like do anything with that. So I'm going to put that over into Chloe's inventory. But just so you know, so here's an uncommon. I'm not actually going to do it, but if you go on to the table, you can extract an element or you can refine a crystal. So I don't actually want to do it because I've already done it. I just sort of wanted to sort of show you how that works. So let's go back to Chloe. She's about to look at some pictures, but before you do that, Chloe, I'm going to take a look here. And I am going to find that which has moved around in your inventory, so it's not at the bottom anymore. So now I have to, here it is, because it has a new. So there, it's a Zaza Total Watcher Relic. We're going to insert the uncommon crystal and see that, because she needs to do 5. So I figured, you know, why not see some different, you know, levels of the crystals when we're doing that, now that we've seen all of the crystals in operation as it is. So she's put it back in her inventory, and it's at the bottom, and we got some mail. So here's her Watcher Relic, which we know has so we're going to activate it on herself, because we want to see the full effects of this. Now it's a curse of like a personal rain cloud is what I see as the notes, but I don't have the full details up. Oh, there, she's cursed. And let's see the impact. Can we see that? I don't think this one is contagious. I think the one that's contagious is the Watcher. I don't know for sure. I think it's the Watcher one, the one we had at the party, and I think that was a Watcher one. Okay, so where's the curse? Fuzzy feelings. How come we don't have a curse? Is it because she's so happy that we didn't actually see the impact of it? Because she activated it, and we saw her getting cursed, and now we see a baby who's unhappy, and he's got another what's wrong with all these dirty diapers? All we're doing is changing your diaper. I'm very true to life. Where is her curse? Why don't I have a curse? So she's happy from skillful skeleton. Watching a set of bones work has motivated Chloe, who will gain extra skill while around this temporary skeleton help. Okay, so does that overpower the, I guess we're going to have to try that when she's maybe not quite so happy. Let's see if there's a skill she needs that would be useful for her to work on. She's already, well, fitness. She hasn't maxed her fitness yet. So why don't we have her come over here and I guess do this, since Joel is using the other machine, which I find is very helpful for building your muscle. So while she's working on fitness, why don't I swap her over to her athletic aspiration and see where she is. She needs to spend some time exercising, and then she's a Slav, so of course her clothes go on the floor. So I'll throw that in the basket, in the hamper. As opposed to in her inventory, which I often do, because where she dumps her clothes are too far from it. I need to have more hampers around this house so that it's easier to throw it in. Oh, he's painting. I'm really curious to see what this painting is going to be when he's finished with it. I wonder what type of painting it is. Hopefully he'll finish it, so we'll get to see his painting. I wonder how long he stays. So I'm guessing the only one who gets the boost to the skills is her. Because I don't see that for anyone else getting that. Yeah, I don't see that. Only she has that little moodlet there. That's like old times from being near. And I don't even see it anymore. Where did it go? Or am I just, missing it? Yeah. maybe she needs to be in the same room with him, and so that's why it's not working. She's got quite a few moodlets there, but she doesn't have that particular one anymore. Not that she really needs a boost that much, because we already have it boosted galore between the club and the fact that she has the traits for helping her boost, because she has Savant, and she probably has Night Owl and Morning Sim, which I did notice from the Seasons trailer, which by now there's probably another Seasons trailer out, and also the live stream is the day that the day that this is releasing, that it looks like those are going to cost more unless there's something slightly different, because it looked like they call them satisfaction points versus I tend to call them aspiration points. But, you know, maybe they're just, yeah, it's satisfaction, I guess. I've always called them aspiration points. But I think it's going to be cost 2,000, but they already have it, so that's fine for them. It's fine when you already have them. But I guess it'll be easier to earn more points with Seasons, I suppose. It seems like it with the different holidays. But like I said, by the time this is coming out, we'll probably know a little bit more. So she's going to go look after Holden, because he's crying. He's all upset. I don't know whether we want to keep them babies for any length of time, or if we should just age them up to toddlers. I usually do leave them as babies for the until this new baby moodlet goes away. So they have 18 hours till that goes away. Okay, why don't you feed? What you doing? Okay, no, you should feed him, because I'm thinking that's what the problem is. Oh, and Kaden is still doing well. So he's home from school. He wants to do his homework. Why don't you give Cody a special smooches? Because you've just come home from school. Can you introduce yourself to the, I guess, friendly introduction? I need to put a porch, a roof over this, but I think I'll wait till we get the glass roof, so then it gets like the nice sun, but then hopefully the dog won't go on the patio. But I guess I could just do it, because from my understanding is it's just a roof color and it changes it to glass, so that would work pretty well. So he's made a friendly introduction. Now, Chloe, have you even introduced yourself? Cheerful introduction to Sans. So Caden's manners is in the range to earn the good manners trait, because he just did that. So we're going to pet him, and then we are going to, we could lecture him about, we're going to feel the love. That's what I want to do. Do you need to go potty? Is that why you're scratching? I wish that you could take the dogs. Oh, look, there's a child. Let's end what we're doing. Let's go do a friendly introduction. We can feel the love, but let's not pet Cody, because that'll take too long. Because we want to get out here and introduce ourselves to Scott, so that we can make this 2 of 3 that we have become friends with. And then we need to see if there's any other kids. It's actually one thing I don't like about Brindleton Bay. I don't find there's a lot of kids wandering around, so you have to go to another world to find the kids. Because I had my Sims living in the neighborhood with the playground equipment, and I never saw any kids on the playground equipment. Whereas, like, say if you're in Newcrest, or, to be honest, any of the other ones, I just don't play in the neighborhoods that have the playground equipments in Willow Creek and Oasis Springs as much. Like, the ones that are in the neighborhoods, they have kids around, which is, like, good. And I like that, but that's actually one thing I don't like about Brindleton Bay very much, is because there aren't any kids in those neighborhoods. So mind you, if you go in Windenburg, there are no playgrounds that I can think of in the 2 neighborhoods at all. So they don't even have the playground equipment or little playground. I guess he must be a glutton, the way he's eating, I'd have to say. So did you actually become friends? No, you didn't make a friendly introduction. He came in and you didn't say hello to him. So let's come over. What's he eating? Oh, he's eating the Coranto. Oh, Colton just became good friends with Chloe. Let's see if we can make at least one friend before this part ends. That would be really, really nice to get something done. So there's the... oh, I forgot. He's an alien, of course, and he's really happy, and now he's embarrassed. Poor kiddo. Oh, from being discovered. They have changed the wording, at least. Does he mind? He's confident, so I don't... If he minded, he's overpowered. But I'm guessing he didn't mind, and that his confidence is from finding out, about aliens. Because that sometimes they get angry, sometimes they like it. So there's another child. Let's see if we can try and do a friendly introduction over there. But I am going to leave it here. So the main thing we did was we tried to activate a second, and we did activate a second relic, but we didn't seem to see the impact of that second curse. So we'll try it again when perhaps the skeleton's not around. Maybe that negated it. Maybe she was too happy from everything else and from having a new baby for it, or new babies really, for it to have an impact. I don't know, but we'll work on that later. But I am going to be taking a couple of weeks off from this Let's Play, because what I wanted to do is take them back to Sabadorada when we had the seasons and weather to experience with it. And I am getting seasons at release, but I pre-ordered it from Amazon, so I have to, and it comes in the mail in Canada, so it depends on when I get it. It's supposed to come on the day of release, but you just never know. So I'm hoping to be back on the 29th with this Let's Play, and that will go to Sabadorada with the seasons and the weather impact on it. And by then I will have played a couple of days to at least get the babies, so they're toddlers and stuff like that. So they're taking some time off from their travels while they have two babies, and they will rejoin them on the 29th when we will hopefully go back to Sabadorada and see what it's like with the seasons and with the weather. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, Let's Plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!